In this super easy tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use Canva to design and publish a simple website or landing page that you can use to launch a new product or simply to promote your services. And the good news is that you can do all of that with a free Canva account. Guys, this video is sponsored by Skillshare. I recently became a top teacher on Skillshare, and to celebrate that, I wanted to share a cool opportunity with you guys. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives, with thousands of classes led by industry experts in categories like filmmaking, illustration, design, freelancing, productivity, and so much more. Think of Skillshare as a buffet restaurant. You become a member, and then you can take as many classes as you like. So if you're eager to learn, a Skillshare membership offers tremendous value. With Skillshare, I guarantee you will acquire new skills that will for sure help you take your career, hobbies, or even side hustle to the next level. Something new that I love on Skillshare is their learning path. Learning paths are curated sequential class collections to master a specific skill or competency. For example, they have a Canva learning path, which features one of my own classes. Or maybe you are already a boss at Canva because you've been watching our tutorials and you'd rather learn a new skill like video editing or illustration, or even how to become a DJ. Yes, they also have a class for that. I'm not gonna lie to you, Skillshare has a special place in my heart. I love that it's a platform designed by creatives for creatives. The instructors I follow there are all industry experts. They master their craft and they are enthusiastic and excited about sharing their knowledge with the members. Kind of like me. I guess that's why I have so many classes on my wish list. I feel like Skillshare is my vibe and these teachers are my kind of people. And the other thing that makes Skillshare a great platform is their learn by doing approach to teaching. When you start a class on Skillshare, you'll be invited to create and share a project as part of the class, encouraging you to use your newly acquired skills. And not only that, you'll also receive feedback from the community on the project you've created. So it's not just learning, it's also doing, which in my opinion is the best way to consolidate what you've learned. All right, enough talking, it's time to take action. Those of you who want to try Skillshare can use the first link in the description of this video to benefit from 30 days of free trial. That is 30 days during which you can take all the classes you want completely for free. Just use the link in the description. But be quick, because this promotion is limited to the first 500 people who will click on that link. So don't sleep on it. All right, guys, let's build your website. This is the final outcome I will be recreating with you in this tutorial. So you can see it's a simple landing page with clickable ties right here that all go to a different class on Skillshare that I have taught. So each of these buttons will actually lead you click through that class in particular. What you see here is my ChatGPT course. So clicking through actually worked. So like this, I have 5 more classes, okay? Step up your Instagram, create irresistible thumbnails, etc., etc. And then I have the last button right here, which says start learning for free. So this is a call to action I want to include in my landing page, and I'll show you how to do that as well. All right, so let's start with step number 1, which is to select the right website template. So for this, I'm going to start from the Canva homepage. Okay, we are looking for a website template. So the way to search for the website templates is not to click on the website icon right here, because if you do so, let me do it, you will start a blank website project, which is not exactly what we want. You can still choose your template from here, the design tab, but I feel it's more convenient to have a look at the different templates from the homepage. So what we are going to do is to head over the templates button right here, click on that, and then select the right document type, which is website. So it's the third tile right here. So I'm going to click on this website template category. And now I have all of these websites that I can see, like an overview of all of the website templates. Now, how do you find the right one for your project? Well, it will highly depend on what kind of project you are going to create. Me, I wanted a one-page website or a landing page with different tiles, so I could send people to different Skillshare classes I had published. So something kind of like this one right here, but this one has a bit too many of the tiles. So something similar, maybe something like this with 7 tiles would work great. So you have 2 options to find your template. You can simply, like I'm doing right now, look at them, scroll down and figure out one that you like. So me, I liked this one, for example, so I could click through and this will lead me to this template information. So something else that is super useful from here is that Canva will suggest more and similar templates to the one you selected right here. So you see more like this. So I see this one, also very cool. I see this one. So I'm already kind of like refining my search. And if you scroll all the way down, you will see a list of tags or keywords that Canva has actually attributed to this one particular template. Now, these tags are super useful. They are clickable. They will allow you to find more templates that are similar to this one. You see what kind of keywords have been used to name this template. Okay, so that's one way of searching. I can see already some templates that I like here. The other way of searching is to use the filters. You see, you have these filters right here. You have some filters on the left side menu. So you could simply use the different filters, select a style, for example, playful. Okay, so this will already shortlist some templates that are playful. Then I can pick a theme here. Maybe I say business, fashion, beauty, news. Let's say business, see what we have here. So you see, you have narrowed down your choice of templates from over 1,000 to 17 templates by applying these 2 filters, playful and business. So that's another way of searching for your template. Now, what I'm going to do is to simply clear these filters. You see this button, clear all, so that I come back to my initial search over 1,000 templates, because I think I have seen the right template for me. I really like this one, so it could be this one. The one that caught my eye was this one right here. I'm going to click through this one. Internal homepage, communication website in neon pink, white. Okay, this one looks great. So I'm going to go for this one. So I can just click on customize this template. So this will open the template with all of its content in the right dimension, in the right Canva document. Step number 2 is very quick. It's a simple check that the template you have selected looks good, both on desktop and on mobile. This is very important, as today most people will get to your website on a mobile phone. So make sure it looks great on website. And for checking that, for previewing your website, Canva gives us a very convenient feature, namely the preview button right here. So the preview button will only be there if you are in a website document type. So make sure you are actually using a website document. So once you have your template selected right here, you can click on that preview button and Canva will open this mode right here where you can pre-visualize your website. And you see there is no content yet, so there is no animation, there is no clickable actions, there is nothing really that you can do. It just shows you how this looks both on desktop. You see this desktop icon, or the second one, the mobile, it shows you how it looks on mobile. So it breaks all of the tiles down and they line them up so that you can scroll down, which looks great. I like how the website looks on both devices. Step number 3 consists in simply adding all of my content to my template, right? So in order to start and in order to see where I am going, I'm going to show you one more time the final outcome of this landing page. I want my landing page to look like this, okay? These are my best Skillshare classes. You can click through any of these 6 classes from this simple landing page, okay? So don't worry too much about the icons right now. We are going to see how to find these consistent robot icons in the next step. But for now, let's focus on the text, okay? The text and the links, because you'll see every one of these tiles is actually clickable. You can click through, for example, this one, create irresistible thumbnail. If I click here, I will be redirected to the class on Skillshare right here, and I can start it. That is if I'm already a member of Skillshare. If not, you will be prompted to create an account, and also you need to pay to start using Skillshare, unless you use the link in the description. subscription, of course, to get 30 free days. So back to what I'm trying to accomplish here. And we are starting from here, from this template, okay? So I already changed the title here. So what I need to do now is to replace the text for all of these like class names and class titles, okay? So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna speed up the video one more time because I don't want to waste your time. And again, don't mind the icons. These will be replaced by the cute robot icons in a second, but I want you to focus on the text boxes, okay? So all of these text boxes right here, I now need to add my links there, okay? So if I come back to my irresistible thumbnail class, okay, what I'll do is to simply copy the URL of this class, okay? I think it goes all the way to here. I'm gonna copy that, come back to my website, make sure I'm picking the right tile. So it's this one right here. I'm gonna click on the text box, okay? So there you go, text box only. And then I'm gonna use the three little dots, the more button, click here, find the link button right here and paste my link. Clicking on done, you will see that your link is actually added to the text box if Canva adds a line underneath your text. It underlines by default the links. I don't particularly want that, so I'm just going to use the underline button to get rid of the line, simply. But this text box now carries the link to my Skillshare class. Okay, you can test that link if you want. I know it's the right one, so I don't need to do this. Now, there is something else I want to show you. People who will visit your website might not click exactly on the text box when they want to access your class. They might click here on the white background, the tile itself, or they might think like this little plus button is a button they need to click. So in order to make sure you don't miss their click when they will try to get to that class, I would also add the link to the tile and to the button. Okay, so very easy. Click on the tile first, three little dots, link, and then paste the same link, click on done. And same thing for the plus button right here. Three little dots, link, paste, done, and you're good to go. Now, the text box, the little plus button right here, and the tile all carry your link. And you'll see, I'll show you a trick to also put that link to your icon when we have the right icon, which is the next step. All right, guys, we have done the heavy lifting. Now it's all about fine-tuning that landing page. Step number 4 consists in identifying the right set of icons. I want my icons to be animated to generate that movement on the website. And I want them to look consistent, to be part of the same set. So let me show you how we can find these consistent icons right here in Canva. So I need to replace all of these. I'm not going to delete them yet because I like the size, the proportion between the icon, the text, and everything, the tile. So I'm going to try to keep the same size. I just need some new icons. So I'm going to come to Elements and here search for robot icon, run that search. Okay, so from here, I'm going to use the filter and make sure I'm finding animated icons. Okay, so animated. All right, so robot icon with my filter. You can see there is one filter going on right here. I'm going to filter by graphics because that's what I want. And now I need to identify a collection. Canva has these collections of elements, of graphics, and elements are sometimes grouped into a collection. So that's exactly what I'm looking for, a collection. So in order to find a collection, you should try to find graphics right here in your result that kind of look the same. They seem to be part of the same family, like these right here. So this one, this one, this one. So there's a good chance that this little robot icon is part of a collection. In order to figure it out, you need to use the three little dots, and you see if it's part of a collection, Canva will prompt you to view the collection. So here I hit the jackpot. This robot is part of a collection. I'm going to click on view collection, and now I have the entire collection of these robots, which is amazing. All right, so all I need to do is to find 7 of these cuties to add to my website. All right, so master ChatGPT, which one could I use here? Let me see. I need some, like this one right here, this little robot guy. So if you click on it, it will appear at a big size. That's why I didn't want to delete these pre-existing icons right here, because I can get inspired by them for resizing my current icon. You see? So I can stretch it to about this size right here. You see the line? So I'm gonna respect this proportion that was was already created for me by the template designer. So I'm going to grab the robot and make sure it is centered right here by putting it on top of the order icons. Okay, and now what I can do is to simply use the position button, go to my layers and find the icons that I want to delete. So this flower right here, selecting this layer, hitting my delete key, and there's another element, this squiggly line here, also going to delete that. All right, I'm done here. Now I have replaced my first robot icon. I'm going to drop it down a bit so that it gives me a little bit more space. So master ChatGPT, I have the icon. Great, I can move on to the next style, step up your Instagram. All right, so I'm going to speed up the video, add all of the little robot icons and make sure they are at the right size. Let's go. And there you go. All of my little robot icons have been added here. So I just took them from the collection right here, selected the best one, the most appropriate one for each of my class type. And yeah, this is where I am right now. All of them are animated, and I can see when I click on them that I even have the luxury of changing their colors. I could really customize these little robot icons one step further so they look more on brand. This is exactly what we are going to do in step number 5. All right, guys, it's time to customize our website to apply our brand colors. It's super important, and Canva has some great tools, especially if you're a Canva Pro user. But I told you I'd show you everything just as if you were a Canva Free user. So I'm not going to show you how to use the brand kit. We have other tutorials like this. Today, I'm just going to do it from scratch, like the old-fashioned way. So I have this slide right here with a couple of brand assets. I'm going to make this website on brand as if I was Skillshare for 2 reasons, because I'm talking about Skillshare classes, and second, because Skillshare has gracefully offered to sponsor this video. So this is my thank you to them. So the Skillshare color palette right here, I have found this in a document that Skillshare shared with us, influencers talking about Skillshare. So these are the exact colors of Skillshare, and this is the logo just for inspiration. Now, again, let me show you the final outcome I'm trying to reproduce for my website and where we are right now. So this is where we are. So what I'm going to do is to start applying the colors. Okay, so first the background of my website. I'm going to get rid of this pink right here. And because I have added all of these colors, circles, okay, on a previous page of my document, they should now be part of my document's colors. So if I click on the color, you see document color. I see these colors right here. So this is my green, this is the gray, this is the white, and the black. Okay, so I'm going to go for this gray color right here. This text should be gray, and we'll focus on changing the font in a second. Right now I'm working with the colors. So this little button right here, also it's going to be black, and this style is going to be green as well. So again, color button, green. All right, so I have my green tile, black button right here. All of these other tiles can remain white, but the last one right here is going to be green as well. So now that I have my black button, what I can do is to use my copy style and click on this button right here. Now, what I have to adjust is the other buttons that are going to be green. And again, copy style, there you go. I can quickly copy the style of this button to the other buttons. Okay, now this starts to look great. What I need to do is to customize these little robot icons. I can see that I have the choice to change these colors to make them look more on brand. Okay, so this blue color right here could very well be the Skillshare gray. Okay, all right, so the robot is now mostly gray, but I can still see some blue right here, some kind of shading, which don't really want to keep that color. So I'm going to click on that color right here, the blue one, and make that gray as well. The same gray, this one, perfect. All right, so I have that. This yellow color is going to become my white color. Yeah, perfect. So this is great. I have my first robot. I can move over to the next one. I'm going to speed up the video because basically it's doing the same thing. Selecting the robot and then using the different colors here, limiting myself to only the different colors colors from my color palette right here, my branded colors. So I will not step outside of this palette. All right, this is looking great, guys. The only thing we need to still fine tune here is the font of this text box right here. Don't like this font at all. So I'm going to go and search for something else here by selecting the text box, clicking on the font name, and I'm going to use this search bar right here to type a keyword. Okay, so for example, I'm going to go with title. So when you use a keyword, Canva is going to give you a selection of fonts that would work well with your specific keyword. So it gives me some cool fonts that would work for a title. So I would have this. This is too playful. Something like this could be nice. Maybe if I go all caps, so using the all caps button, I can see a little bit better what I'm doing here. You know what? I'm going to try the keyword bold and see if I can find something nice here. So this one right here, Berthold block, I like that. I'm probably gonna make that slightly bigger. So let's go for 45. I can type this manually and make sure it is aligned. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure it is aligned on this side and on this side as well. So it's aligned everywhere. And if you're not sure and you need some help, you can use the file button, settings, show rulers and guide, and pull out a guide. Okay, so you can pull out a couple of different guides here. So I need one on this side. So basically my text should come right here. You can use your keyboard arrow to fine tune. Okay, I'm good with this. Let me see on this side. Yeah, this could be slightly bigger. So like so, boom. Now it touches here, and this is perfect. I can get rid of my guides. All right, so I'm good with this. The only thing I could do to add a bit of contrast is to change the color of these two arrows right here, make that white. Okay, I think I'm getting there, guys. You now see everything looks on brand. Everything is clickable. I have links everywhere except on my icons. You see this little robot doesn't have a link yet. So just like the other elements, I'm going to click on it, 3 little dots. And the problem is that you don't see a link icon here, a link item in your menu, because you cannot add a link to an animated graphic. It seems so. So there is a little hack for you to still be able to add a clickable link on that icon, because there is a high chance people are going to tap or click on that icon once they are on your website, and you don't want them to think there is no action there. You want that link to work. So let me show you the hack. The hack is to create a rectangle. Okay, so I'm going to use the R key on my keyboard. You see this blue rectangle? I'm going to make the rectangle just the size of my icon. It's actually a square, not a rectangle. Okay, so there you go, the square. Make sure it covers the entire icon. Once I have it, I'm going to add my link there. So I'm going to go and grab the link. So you see the link is this one. I'm going to copy that and click on the little square, 3 little dots, link. Now we have the link option because this is a shape. I'm going to paste the link. Done. Now I have this. I don't want that blue thing. So what I'm going to do is to simply go to the transparency button and reduce the transparency all the way to 0. And now there you go. When you click here, it seems to be the robot, but it's really my transparent square with the link. So that is my little hack for everything on this area to be clickable. And once they are, what you can do is to click outside of your design, select everything here and group. Once you group, you cannot click on individual elements anymore. It's just one thing, but everything has the link. So this is how you do it. Now you should do that for all your other tiles as well. And this leads us to the next step. And here we go. We are almost at the last step. Now we are going to check that everything looks great. Basically, you are very close to having your final website. Now, was it difficult? I'm asking you honestly. I think this was super simple. So this step is to simply check that everything works. All right, so we're going to preview this. You can start with the mobile or you can start with the desktop version first. What you want to do is to make sure every single link is working. So for that, that you are going to click on every single thing. All right, so I have grouped everything, remember, so I can click through this one. It should lead me to this class. Perfect. So just do that for all of the links on your website. I'm not going to do it because that's a waste of time, but I want you to do it because it's really important that every single link of your website is working. So make sure you go through all of them one by one. All right, we are done, guys. Let's move on to step number 7 and publish that bad boy. In order to publish your website, it's very easy. There's this big fat button right here that says Publish Website. But before I do, I'm just going to rename this document with the content right here, Ronnie's Skillshare Pick, so I do know what it is. And I can put that it's a website in between my square brackets right here. So Ronnie's Skillshare Pick website. Okay, let's publish this website. So when you click on the Publish Website button, you will have a few options, okay? The first box right here prompts you to resize on mobile. Now you want to have that ticked because this will make sure your website is responsive, aka looks great both on desktop and mobile. So make sure you have that. The second one is really up to you. Include navigational menu. I don't particularly need one because this is a single page website. Now the next section, website URL right here, is actually very interesting. As a free user, you will have limited options here. So it will be something like the first website URL you have chosen when you created a previous Canva website. If you've never created one, you will have a random, like your website at my Canva site, something. You will have something generated for you there. But what you can change is the subpath right here. So I would definitely encourage you to add, so Ronnie's Skillshare Picks, okay? So you can do that. So what happens here is that I have an apostrophe in my subpath. So I should probably get rid of that because they are not supported, okay? You see now it's supported. I can validate that. So teamrondy.my.canva.site/Ronnie Skillshare Pick, all right? So this is good. I have my URL subpath and now I can unfold the next set of options right here. So publishing settings, okay? So what you can do here is to change again the title of your website. So here you can have your apostrophe, this will work, but I want to have the capital letters, so Ronnie's Skillshare Picks. Okay, website description, this is good for SEO. You could right here include a little description. So I have prepared a little description of that website that is keyword optimized so that the search engine will hopefully like reference me for these keywords. So there you go, it goes like this. Here's a selection of my most popular Skillshare classes for you to learn about Canva, ChatGPT, and social media marketing. You see, you have 160 characters to play with. So this is good. I'm happy with this. You could even go to the advanced settings right here. So password protection. I don't need a password for my website. Search engine visibility is enabled. So you want to keep that enabled if you want your website to be searchable, discoverable on Google. And link preview is disabled. So choose how your link will appear when shared on social. I like that. So I would like to have a little thumbnail right here. So this is how it will look. So you could very well upload your own thumbnail for this. So you could create a thumbnail similarly with Canva, upload that and have a nice image. So that would be a good topic for the next tutorial. I'm not going to do that now, but know that you can customize how your link image will display. Okay, so once you have completed all of the different settings here, you can simply click on Publish Website. That's the last step. Canva is going to prepare your design, put your website online, and once it is, show you the URL. Your website is now live and you can visit it at this URL right here. So I can copy that address and I can view my website. And hello, here is my website. Looks great. Everything is clickable. You see that little hand is just right there. So if I click again, it will go straight to my Skillshare class, to the Skillshare class that is part of that website. So there you go. Well done, guys. Mission accomplished. And this is where I'm going to wrap up the tutorial. And I know you guys probably have 1,000 questions about websites, like, can I publish it under my own domain? Can I add multiple pages to my website? Can I sell my product on my website? Can I have a cart, etc., etc., etc. This is why I'm going to leave you with this playlist right here that contains more videos that we made about websites that will probably answer your questions.